Yeah. Yeah.
Case visibility.
Yeah.
Like always, sip of water.
Sips of water. More for weak water is for weak. 27.5.
Should I do that more for Ruby, okay? Just like stare you down, like.
Just all you do.
Yeah.
No, it's like 30 seconds left.
Okay. Actually, I will do it on purpose. And there's a camera here. So
Alright, I'll be on the journal again. Alright, let's do it.
On the case of people can see that condition there is no actual turn to this flow. There is not only a reason that there is only a defensive argument there, that there are arguments that the fluidity should be a good thing in some instances. We'll concede this flow where you can extend the one over ridiculous evidence that we have to actually we should actually create the base space to actually be a discovery space. This is not irresponsible to any of our argument. You can extend the post-12 evidence as Charles already made that the leadership for a beautiful struggle movement was a movement wherein it already solidified things like the training grounds for people to actually create social change. This is always going to be a take out to all of their arguments. Now let's go to the visibility argument. At the end of the debate round, both teams conceded the Spanish and the seven evidence that indicates that the debate community is inside of nuclear everywhere in Bush administration learned the hegemonic skills. This becomes the framework of this debate because the question is, what do we do? The affirmative says that we should lionize, that we should create a revolutionary movement, that the debate community is the site where we can lionize it. The opposing evidence indicates that this is key because people like Dave Love and Devin Cooper, which the other team already indicated, created. I think that the card literally indicates that the training my perspective, participation discussion therefore is not the abstract. It is a training for the real, or for their own empowerment and that of their communities. This is probably a reason why you take out all of their arguments that we're actually training for the neoconservative in the war with the conceded Spanish. So the seven evidence that indicates that this is not right, this is not unique now. Now we're going to isolate a couple of dissects that he said in the 2A argument. One, he said that we train people to become neoconservatives and be empowered. Two, that he says that the central leaders fail. And three, the harsher evidence that indicates that that the institution is always a bad thing, which means that we shouldn't work with it. Now we're not the type of debaters that are two ships floating past each other. We're going to answer every single one of their arguments. One day, their argument of training people flows affirmative because we create revolutionary. That's the analysis above about the polls and evidence that they're conceding. Furthermore, that's literally the 1AR and the 2AR mishand. The 2A and our mishand is the 2AR. That means that you should give us all leeway with our revolutionary power. Also, the Spanish evidence indicates that there is no non-unique because the debate community decided neoconservatism within itself. We don't know who's a pig in this room. We don't know who's going to do it, but we know that because of our affirmative, it's not that we didn't create it because of our affirmative. Rather, it's always been that the Spanish on the seven evidence. They never indicted. This is literally a reason why you should actually question this debate right now. Now, this is the reason why you vote affirmative because the Spanish evidence indicates that a revolution to the debate community must occur in a war where they're conceding the double ban that either says one, they preclude any discussions about racism, which is problematic because the resistance debate evidence indicate that we have to have these arguments because because white debaters are debaters that functions as the white always have to call us a wrong for people from like Rashad Evans, Devin Cooper, Ed Warner, and Dr. Ed Warner, and Rashad and Edward Kessing have always been wanting this discussion, but because of these wrong forums debate, there's never been the discussion. The debate community is key. They're conceding the piece of Wilson at the Spanish evidence. I think I'm pretty beating a dead horse, but this comes to the revolution to the debate community must occur there. The fact that they only flag the beginning of the card is not a reason why you should vote us. Now they're conceding the non-unique argument. That's the top of the Spanish evidence. Furthermore, they try to ask the United States. Furthermore, they're conceding now that the centric leaders fail argument. They're conceding this intangible piece of evidence that indicate that Latinization actually solves for any of the violence that can actually occur. This is the reason why you don't look at this argument. Finally, the institutional argument there. That's the dictionary briefly evidence that indicates that elimination right is the key. The card literally indicts this room itself. This is probably a reason why you vote affirmative because we're the only ones reading evidence that is particularly specific to this debate. I bet you didn't know, but we were going to read cards like this. Finally, you can cross-apply and you can extend the dictionary brief 2008 evidence that indicate that the debate community is a unique space from which to begin this study establishment. Now, you can also extend the Spanish, the Juan Rodriguez 2007 evidence that indicates that there There's no distinction between what is political and what is not what. This political space and what is actually outside. They're conceding that they actually leak harder to this debate because the soapbox proved that speaking in corners and corner blacks is also as political as the debate community. This is probably the reason why we actually saw now. Now those are the disadvantages. Now we'll highlight the disadvantages here. The resistance debate evidence indicates that they only calls for the wrong form debate because of the silence of the old boys club that I never want to have this discussion. This is probably a reason why they only stagnize the debate community and only call for white supremacy. That's the little Rodriguez after the liquidation to the debate community has always been prepared to Latino people have always been in perpetuation, and they're also considering the Spanish evidence that indicate that they're the only ones creating new conservatism. Now we're gonna